Welcome back, guys, to your favorite TV show, Humanity and Humans. And of course, we are always here discussing humanity without sentiment. Today, we are here to discuss, still on our former topic, how to get Nigeria running again. Yesterday, we talked on our topic, bribery. Today, we are talking on the second one, which is tribalism. Tomorrow, we'll still be talking on the third one, religion, then Togre, before the last one on, so it goes like that in that sequence. So today we'll be talking on tribalism. Tomorrow, remember, is religion. So tribalism. Nigeria is a very diverse country. Like a country that has over 370 plus ethnic group and over 500 different languages. 200 million. Do you understand the population? So we are large, if I should say. We are extremely large for an African country. So being such a strength of Africa is not surprising that the West had so much interest in Nigeria that their manipulations in Nigeria was top notch. It's not something we can just dive into and discuss within a day. So I broke it down into the four chambers. I did yesterday about bribery. Today I'm talking about tribe. How does tribe play a role in the condition of Nigeria today? Starting from the west, the north, the east. How have each of us contributed immensely, knowingly or unknowingly, to this particular issue we are facing in Nigeria today? Because take it from me, the product of government is always the unconscious will of the citizens. We can't be the way we are and expect the best of the government, because most of what we get is what we offer. You can't expect a politician that spent 500 billion to enter office and depend on his monthly salary of 7 million. I don't know if you understand the point. So it's in one way or the other comes back to us. But today we will be talking about how it affects us in respect to tribalism. How does it affect us? Now we have over, remember, 370 something ethnic group in Nigeria. But majorly we have Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, or should I say the north, the east, the west. Although we still have all those middle belts, southeast, south, but this is the major geographical areas. Now, after what happened during our days of colonization, we brought it into our current day politics, and that division has cost us much to the point that an average Igbo man will always tell you that, after all, government is not for us. It's not our business. An average Igbo man is concentrated on his finance. If you want to discuss any politics that will affect an average Igbo man, that must be that part of politics that affect buying and selling, maybe importation, taxes, and other things. But if it's about governance and infrastructural development, my dear, is none of their business. They have been given that mindset of make money, establish your own world, and be a king in it. That is just an average Igbo man's mentality. Coming to the Yoruba world, you get an average academics, traveling, just exposure, westerner, that kind of vibes, flexing, just make money, and it doesn't concern him whatever. And if you come to the north, is that an average northerner believes that they were bestowed leadership like Nigeria belongs to them. And this look in Igbo, it doesn't concern them at all. In Yoruba, it's always about the highest bidder sentiment. I don't know if I understand the point. Then in North, no matter what, it must be not or nothing. An average northerner will vote for a non-qualified northern candidate over a west or an eastern qualified candidate. Why? He's my person. And they were able to actualize it because of their system, the way they plan it. You see an average northerner, you don't have any tangible thing doing. You have 5 wives, children everywhere, children you cannot account for. And most of these politicians instigate them to do this more so that they will have more frustrated you that they will take into Togre and other things. During election, they will always showcase themselves as the most populated. We know all those politics. We know all those rigging and over voting from Niger and other things. But the point is, how can we come together in the absence of Amiibo? I'm Yoruba, I'm Hausa, I'm Calabar, I'm this, I'm Middle Belt, I'm this. We are all Nigerians if this must work. I always tell people this: unity, you can't fake it. If we are united, we know. 2023 election was the first time I saw some reasonable, in quotes, some reasonable that grew above sentiment, tribal sentiment. Many were campaigning for be, although what happened finally happened. But the point remains that at least that gave us a clue that the youths are already awake. It happened. It is already like growing uncontrollably. The hunger for good governance. What is happening today in Burkina Faso has shown us that it takes nothing for a country to rise. It just takes one right leader. Taking from what our problem is today, our problem is completely tribal. It have always been Northerners. Igbo no one. I tell you this: an average Igbo man will not rule Nigeria in the structure Nigeria is made today. Take it from me, no matter how good, no matter how competent, no matter how qualified you think you are, except we grow past this tribal sentiment, this emotional attachment. For instance, during Buhari regime, we know all the things that happened. Okay, Nigeria being the highest growing country in Africa as a continent as of 2014, 2015. You know what our GDP was? We had over $570 billion. Hey, Jesus, do you know what that means? Today we are struggling to have up to 300. That was in good luck regime. Like 2014, 2015, we had over. Just okay. Now watch this thing. They watch it now. You see 2013, 2014. Are you seeing it? 500. 2015 election drama. It came down. 2016, 2017, 2018. Imagine it, 2019. They go now. 2020. They see they go. Just they watch now. 21, 2022, 2023. See 2024. And someone will still come out and say you don't see anything wrong with this government because of sentiment, because of tribalism. Like, what are you saying? The question I want to ask is, have there been any known market where a Yoruba person goes and buys things cheaper, or an Hausa person goes, or an Igbo person goes and buys things cheaper? We have a common problem, but we are trying to solve it individually. How does it sound to us? The northern, like going to the north self, talking about the north gives me, I don't know, the kind of vibe. The way they like, forget it, oh, school na scam. Now that's organized education will be scam, or formal knowledge no be scam. The way they manipulate the north, like it will be almost impossible to manipulate an average Igbo man like that. First thing when you go ask you now, me, can't die for you, see wetin happen. They feed my family. You see, but I believe most of this is because of the way they were groomed from birth. We need a rebirth. We need like a factory resetting of so many foundations, and it can start with we trying to change ourselves. Seeing that Yoruba, that Hausa neighbor of yours as a brother. All these issues of flan enhancement, take it from me, that is an extension of Boko Haram. They are just trying to go global now. They are just trying to diversify into other communities, other territories. But this same Boko Haram, have we solved it? No. How? Why? Because the West, being the France, the US, have always sponsored it, starting from the days of Obama. Goodluck made a statement during his campaign time about this particular thing. And I still remember Obama then making an indirect campaign, vote for change. We know those things. That was a game they played. They sponsored Boko Haram, but they banned Nigerians from buying ammunitions. A country cannot buy ammunition, but you sponsor and like equip a terrorist group with enough ammunition, one that Nigerian government have not seen, and you expect them to conquer. Why are we playing these games? The point is that the people playing this game of chess is far away, and we are here feeling the heat. And instead of like looking at the source, the root cause of our problem, we are here fighting ourselves. We are here chasing shadows. Nigeria needs to grow past tribalism. That fact of I'm an Igbo, I'm a Yoruba, I'm an Hausa. Let's just like, have you seen an average American? Their hunger, their loyalty is first to their country before any other thing. But here, our loyalty is first to our political party, second to our tribe, third to our religion. What are we saying? By tomorrow, I will be giving you a framework of what religion has done to us. But today, talking about our tribe, we need to overgrow it. How can we? We start being, this is where I always tell people, after being human, the next thing you, like, you should identify yourself as a black. As a black, you're an African. Then inside Africa, what are you? Today we are in Nigeria. And even if tomorrow we become Biafran or any other thing, but for now we are still Nigeria. And let's behave as one. This fight is not something we can just win by interchanging fight or killing each other. We cannot. We really need to sit up. Nigeria is our country, and we need to take it either in peace or in pieces. Even the Bible said, since after the death of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and only the violent take it by force. Let's think this. Let's make it a core. It's our nation. And if watching from our GDP, we are getting worse. The youth, our future is what they are playing with. Most of all these old men are tired and going. Our future is at stake. We need to rise and take our destiny into our own hands. Remember to follow us on all our social media handle at Humanity Humans. Here in Humanity, we will always discuss humanity without sentiment.